What's your last name, Ian?
What?
Whitman? What's your last name? Oh.
Oh, okay, we appear to be streaming now. Right. Not visible. There. Why am I not visible? Am I actually visible? And I don't. As all. What? You will get to me faster if you email me. If you text me, I probably won't actually respond. Okay, I think I'm actually. That's cool. Thank you. Yes.
So you're calling.
Oh, cool. That's exciting.
See, look. But I will, I think. Yeah. Right, you're gonna get that one for letters out for the top. Yeah, that's what I go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, my dog. It's like. She's a mistake. So she like stayed. It's like all these weird.
Hi, folks. Welcome in. I'm going to get started in just about like 30 seconds or so. But if you are a logi or a baritone, get out of here. Your sectional's down the hall. Yeah, get started here in like 30 seconds. All right. Hello, online people. I want to say hello. So today is the last day with this microphone. I've done my best to do the settings, and maybe they'll work this week. Who knows? But I have very little confidence in the audio setup here, so I have purchased a new microphone, and it is on the way. So if this week's audio is still screwy, then next week will be fine. So the first 45 minutes of this are going to be the high G sectional. So we're working on Carol of the Bells, the Over the River and Through the Woods, and the Star Spangled Doo-Wop song. So you should be able to sort of watch me and hear me okay, even if you can't hear the orchestra for those 45 minutes. But after that, it'll be the big group. So, I'll be trying to watch the chat, but, more than likely you won't be able to hear it, which is unfortunate. I'm really, really sorry. So, next week, a new microphone will be the same microphone Gary was using last semester, and things should be a little better. So, my apologies. I'm super sorry about all my tech issues. Let me check the chat here. Hi, Laura. Well, indeed. Yeah. I know yeah. The new mic will make things a lot better. Sorry you're not feeling so well, Laura. uh, Yeah, welcome in, you guys, and hopefully you can hear. Maybe a miracle happens. We never know. But technology is not my area of expertise, so it's you know, we're doing our best. Thank you guys for hanging in there.
Yes. Makes sense to me, yeah. It does. I don't see these house, yeah, it's really better.
Alrighty, guys, welcome. Hello, hi, G's. Good evening. All right, so first we're going to work on Carol the Bells. So go ahead and pull out Carol if you don't already have that out. How has our week been? Anybody have any exciting stories they want to share? No?
Not mixed up.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I have any exciting stories either. It's been not especially exciting week, but it's all right. We like that. So yeah, Carol of the Bells is our starting song. So looking at this, I see there's a relatively easy section, not that easy, but relatively easy, and then the hardest thing of our life, and then back to the regular kind of relatively easy thing, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna start with the easier thing and then move on to the harder thing. So Carol of the Bells, right? We all know this song probably. If you don't know this song, you'll recognize it when you hear it, right? We have done a medley of it with a Bach song, which you probably also have heard before, but you know.
Yeah. There.
Yeah, well, one day. Anyway, so let's look at the first four measures. First four measures are a kind of figure that happens throughout the song. I would love for you to pluck these chords if you were curious about that, or it's going to look like. Right, we have a really gross B chord here with it. I think most of these chords are pretty self-explanatory. E minor we've seen before, D we've seen before, C we've seen before. B minor, you're gonna have that bar chord on the second fret, and then building that shape with your middle finger and your ring finger above the bar chord to create B here. B major is what I mean when I say B minor, B major. Right, my fingering here with my right hand, if you want to just watch and not play, right, is gonna be that claw. Oh, not, never mind. Right? And then my middle and my pointer finger are playing those two middle guys, right? Right? You can play it with your thumb if that makes you happier, but that would be the ideal way to do that. Right? So that's what's happening in measures 1 through 4, and then we've got something that, you know, I have confidence in you getting. Really, the hardest parts of the melody in Carol of the Bells are spots like measure 18 and measure 24. So measure 18, right, we have to go way up the fingerboard. So we're going to go out of either first or second position, whatever you were doing at the beginning, and reach that 7 with our pinky. Right, it's going to be that. My middle finger is playing 5, my pointer finger is playing 3. Then I'm sliding down to a 2 with my pointer finger. Right, so pinky 7, that's something that, you know, it'll come into your fingers as you practice that. But then we have measure 24. Measure 24 is the most annoying thing on planet Earth. Can you hear Ian's voice? Yes, it is. Right, so I have two possible options for you here. The first one is to play it as it is written and do a kind of complicated thing with your left hand. So you're going to play 2, 4, and 6 with your pointer, middle, and pinky, right? And then you're going to slide up with your pointer finger all the way to 7. And then play 9 and 10 with your ring and your pinky, or your middle finger and your ring, depending on how big your hand is. Right? But you're playing 2 with your pointer finger, sliding up and playing 7 with your pointer finger. And then you can come down with your hand already here on 7, right? So it looks like this again if you just want to watch my left hand. Right? So pointer finger 2, pointer finger 7, and then play everything up there like that. Your other option would be to replace 2, 4, and 6 with some notes on your other string. So let me do some movie magic here because I'm going to give you a formula. We're doing math today. Ooh, magic. Ew, math. I'm erasing my email. Sorry, my email. I'm not erasing my email. Okay. So, if you are looking to replace something on your first string that you really don't like with something to play it on your second string, you're going to add 5. So if I'm coming from a 0 on my first string, that'll be, I have to add 5. So 0 plus 5 equals 5, right? So if I have that really annoying 2 on my A string, right, I'm going to add 5 to put it on my E string, right? So it'll be 2 plus 5 is 7, right? And so instead of playing 2 on my A string, I can play 7. 2 plus 5 is 7. I can play that on my E string. And it's the same note. Isn't that crazy? So the 2, 4, and 6, if we add 5 to all 3 of those numbers, become 7, 9, and 11 on the E string. I'm on my E string, 7, 9, 11. And then I'm already up there on 7 to play the next part, right? If this is confusing you, just play it the first way. Otherwise, right? 7, 9, 11 on your E string. And then I'm already up there to play 7, 9, 10, right? Right, I'm already up here on my E string playing 7, 9, 11, 7, 9, 10. I think that's easier than sliding my finger all the way across the fingerboard because that's really annoying to do. But it requires math. So, swings and roundabouts, right?
Yeah.
Yes, so it works always when you're going from the A string to the E string. If I'm going from my E string to my C string, then I'm going to add 4, right? So that my 0 on my E string, right? My 0 on my E string, I add 4 to put it on the C string, right? So instead of playing, for example, a 2 on the E string, I could add 4 and play 6 on my C string, and they're the same note. But that doesn't apply here. Right now, we're just changing something from the A string to the E string and adding 5. So it's 7, 9, 11, 7, 9, 10, right? Does that make sense for the people who care to do that? Otherwise, just play it the first way, right? You can just slide your hands around. I just think that's harder to do. So why don't we now, we're going to nice and slowly play through our part all the way until Bach ruins our lives. So that is from the beginning to measure 41. So we're starting at measure 1. This is in 3/4 again, so it's waltz time, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to go a little bit slower than that, maybe like 1, 2, 3, right? So this is our speed for today, starting at measure 1. Okay, 1, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, rest, rest, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, don't rush, 10, 2, 3, 11, 2, 3, 12, 2, 3, 13, 2, 3, 14, 2, 3, 15, 2, 3, 16, 2, 3, 17, 2, 3, 7 with your ring pointing pinky, sorry, 19, 2, 3, 20, 2, 3, 21, 2, 3, 2, rest, rest, 3, rest, rest, 24, 2, 3, 25, 2, 3, 26. That's good. We're just going to move on. 27, 2, 3, 28, 2, 3, 9, 2, 3, 30, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 38, 2, 3, 9, 2, 3, 40, 2, 3, 41, 2, 3. Nice job. We're going to stop there. That was great. Any questions about those measures? Yes. I heard some noises out there. Who was talking? Yes.
So you Measures 26, 27. How do those get, are those plucked?
Yes, so I would pluck those, right? Just like we're plucking at the beginning, you know, you could pluck them with your thumb and your pointer finger maybe. Sorry, I'm playing on a low G, but yeah, I would pluck those. Yeah, because you can't really strum, right, when there's a string in the middle that you're not playing, like in measure 26, right? So I'm plucking with my thumb and my index finger, measure 26. Any other questions? Yes. Yeah, so yeah, like I maybe didn't explain that very well. At the beginning, right, you are plucking the chord in that play. Pluck, right. Any other questions about that? Sorry, online people. Yeah, there's an explanation if you skip back just a couple minutes. Thank you. Okay, so now we are moving on to the box section. Oh, I didn't play measures 44 and 45. You'll figure it out at home. You've got it. So measure 46 is the box section. So we're switching to 6/8, right? Instead of playing 1, 2, 3, we're playing 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and it's not going to be that fast. It's going to be more like 1 and 2 and you could also think of it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But the emphasis, if you're counting from 1 through 6, is on 1 and 4, right? 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and that's all 6 notes in your measure. You can tell, right, there are 3 notes, 3/8 notes that are sort of beamed together. So the emphasis is always on the first one of each little like beamed section. And if you are having trouble with this section, if you're playing, if you're playing through this and you're like, this sucks and I don't want to learn to play this because it's too hard, what you should do is you should play the first note of each of those little beamed chunks, right? So in measure 46, you'll play that 2 on the C string and that 2 on the A string and nothing else in that measure, right? It'll sound like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? You can do that. And that'll happen underneath, right? Right. So that's a strategy for at home if you're struggling with this, right? But this is probably the hardest part of this song, right? Because it goes real fast and you have to play around with fingerings in some really inconvenient ways, right? I would play most of it always starting with your pointer finger on the lowest note of each little like beamed group, right? So at the beginning, my pointer finger is on 2, and then the second one, the lowest note is 2, so my pointer finger's on 2. But the next one, the lowest note is 3, right? So I need to move my pointer finger up to 3. Next one, the lowest note is 5, so I'm moving my pointer finger up to 5. Sorry, I'm in guitar brain right now. Right? So that I think is the most convenient way to figure this because it's going to be hard. It's not going to be very helpful for me to go through this and explain to you one by one which finger to play each note with. You're going to have to figure out what works best for your hand size, right? What reaches you can reach and what reaches you can't. But I think that is the most convenient formula for figuring it out. There are a couple spots, for example, that first beamed section, the first group in measure 48, where it's 10, 5, 2, right? Instead of playing 2, you could, like we just did, add 5 to number 2 and play 7 on your E string. So it looks like 10, 5, 7 instead of 10, 5, 10, 5, 2, right? So there are always options to do that. That's a good spot to potentially do that. That 2 in the third, 8th note of measure 48, add 5 to that, play a 7 on the E string. A similar spot, measure 54 is the same thing, so you could, instead of playing 2, play 7 on the E string. Or if you look at measure 67, I'm skipping you way ahead, measure 67, right? Instead of 12, 7, 3, or 12, 7, 3, right? Which takes us way down the fingerboard. You could do 12, 7, and then add 5 to 3 and do 8 on the E string, right? 12, 7, 8 on the E string. And then the next few would be 5, 7, 8 instead of 0, 2, 3, also on the E string. I think that's probably easier, again, than sliding up and down the fingerboard, but if that's confusing to you, if it's making your brain hurt to do that math, don't do it, and just hit the notes you can hit, okay? Right, but in measure 67, I'm personally thinking I'm gonna play 12, 7, and then on the E string, 8, 5, 7. Because that takes me less up and down, right? Let's. The next spot I have something written in like that is in measure 80. Instead of playing the 2 at the end of measure 80, I'm playing a 7 on the E string. Measure 88, instead of playing a 2 in the third eighth note, I'm playing a 7 on the E string. Same in measure 91. Same in measure 92. Same in measure 98. Same in measure 104, right? I can say those numbers again. I'm replacing 2s on the A string with 7s on the E string in 104, 98, 92, 91, 88, 80, and the ones that I told you about before. These are all things for you to think about at home. We're going to return to this song in a future sectional, I promise you, when you have had a little more time to let it simmer in your brain and think about fingerings, right? But use this formula, right? Adding 5 to an A string note to find an E string note that is the same note to make things easier on yourself while you're at home and have some time to figure things out without it being me talking at you, right? So let's try playing this. Again, our two sort of formulas are the things that I replaced. Yes?
The high note down. So if you've got, if there's a 10.
Oh, you mean like doing it like an octave down? Maybe. It would change, you'd have to change the sound of it, right? Because I could, instead of playing like a 12 up here, I could play 0 on there, and that's the same note, but it's also a different note, right? It's sounds an octave apart. So I would prefer you didn't do that, but if you know how to do that, then play around with it. Yeah, but if you didn't understand that, then don't worry about it. I don't want to go into that. Requires more music theory than we have here. Yes.
So, in measure 107,
107.
what does a dotted half note sound like in a 6/8?
That is a really good question. I forgot to talk about that. Thank you. Dotted half note in 6/8 lasts the whole measure, right? I know that doesn't quite does it mathematically make sense?
Yeah.
It does mathematically make sense. Because there are 6/8 notes in 6/8, right? And so you could think of 6/8 notes is the same as 3/4 notes, right? And 3/4 notes is a dotted half note. So it's a half note plus a quarter note, right? Yeah, so it does last the whole measure. Yeah, and yes, the math does work out. Dotted half note means half note plus a quarter note tied together, played all together.
So
And then if you split all of those into eighth notes, it would last the entire measure.
All
right. If it upsets your brain to think about that, just play 107, play a 3, and then wait for me to tell you to play 108. Okay? It does last the entire 6/8 measures. So we're gonna try to play the where's my? We're gonna try to play the box section. So we're starting at measure 46. Think about some of those replaced fingerings. Think about your pointer finger being on the lowest note of each beamed group. And we're gonna go real slow. You're gonna see, right? You're gonna see beats 1 and 4, right? But it's gonna be like 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we should go even slower than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, just like that. So we're starting at measure 46. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do, 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 do. 7 and 2 and 8 and 2 and 9 and 2 and 50 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 53 and 2 and 4 and 2 and 5 and 6 and 6 and sorry, 57 and 58, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 60, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, and 2, and 64, and 2, and 5, and 2, and 6, and 67, 2, and 68, and 2, and 69, and 2, and 70. And I'm going to pause us so that we can go back to our slower speed. You guys were pushing us. You made it through really well, though. It sounded like the song's supposed to sound, so that's nice. If we are going too fast, if you decide this is overwhelming, remember, just play the first note of each beamed group, and that will be nicer to you than playing all of them. Right? So we're starting to measure 71. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So we're trying to stay with my tempo. Okay? So 71, 1, and go. And 71, and 2, and 72. Sorry, let's start again. I spoke in a way that was confusing. Okay, 71. 1, 2, 3, 4, ready, go. 71 and 72. 72 and 2 and 73 and 2 and 74 and 2 and 75 and 2 and 76 and 2 and 77 and 2 and 78 and 2 and 79 and 2 and 80 and 2 and 81 and 2 and 82 and 2 and 83 and 2 and 4 and 2 and 85 and 2 and 86 and 2 and 87 and 2 and 8 and 2 and 9 and 2 and 90, 2 and 1 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 4 and 2 and 5, 2 and 6 and 2 and 7 and 2 and 8, 2 and 9 and 2 and 100 and 2 and 101 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 4 and 2 and 5 and 2 and 6 and 2 and 7. Very good. Okay. We were rushing a lot there again. If that's okay, I was saying this to a new members group today. When we rush, that I like that because that tells me that you know the song well enough to play it fast. But also, don't do that to yourself. You're making it harder on the people around you, right? That's okay. We're gonna work a little more on having a cohesive tempo another time. But that sounded fine. If you have any burning questions about the fingering here, I would like to take it now. Otherwise, I would like to move on. And what I would suggest is that you take this home and practice it and try to make a plan for yourself of what you're going to consistently do with your left hand while you're playing this. And then you can either email me questions or we will be coming back to this song in a future sectional. So be prepared to ask questions about it if you have questions. Okay? Great. So now we're going to play over the river and through the woods. Pull that out. This one's similar to the Bach section of what we just did, right? In that this song is in 6/8, similar timing. It's going to be slower than the Bach, though. That's the deal here, right? It's going to be like a, eventually, right, it's going to be like a bum, 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 right? But for now, it says not fast to the top. For now, we don't know the song very well. We're just going to play it nice and slow. There are some similar spots to the last one where we can replace some notes on the A string with notes on the E string to make our life easier. For example, in measure 3, I would, instead of playing a 1, add 5 to that and play 6 on the E string. In measure 8, instead of playing a 3, I would add 5 to that and play 8 on the E string so that I don't have to go, right? I don't have to 8, 8, 8, 7, 5, right? Instead of sliding down to 3, I could do 8, 8, 8, 7, 5, 8 on the E string, and it's the same note, and it sounds just as good. So lots of opportunities for things like that. Another one for you to sit with at home, let it simmer, maybe replace some notes with other notes on the E string by adding 5 to the 1 on the A string. Measure 21 is another one where instead of playing 1s, I'm playing 6s on the E string to make my life a little easier there. In measure 36, instead of playing 3-0-3, I'm playing 8-5-8 on the E string so that I don't have to leave my 8 hand position, right? You have options like this all over the place in the second section where you've changed keys. Yes?
Referring to the uke 1 part?
Oh, yeah, I am talking about uke 1. I forgot that there are 2 parts on here.
Okay.
If you're uke 2, everything I just said, you should ignore what I just said. Uke 2, you don't really have this problem ever. Uke 2, you're down in first or second position basically the whole time. If you are sitting there and you're thinking, this is too hard, but I still want to play all the notes on the page, you should print out uke 2 and play that. How many uke 1s do we have in the audience? Raise your hand if you're uke 1. Okay, so we have a solid number. If you want more of a challenge, go ahead and print out uke 1, but also uke 2 is easier, so go for that one if you're overwhelmed.
This doesn't have uke 1 or uke 2.
It doesn't say that on yours. It should say that somewhere. Yes. So I'm just going to have us try to play through this. Again, another strategy for this song is there's little beams, little groups of 3. Sometimes they're 2 notes, but they're usually little groups of 3. You should pick the smallest one, the smallest number, and put your pointer finger on that number. Usually that will solve most of your fingering problems. Again, things like measure 4, you're holding the note out the entire measure. Make sure there's nothing else too crazy. This one's like deceptively simple. There's not a lot I can tell you to make it easier, but playing it is a different story. And it's a great one to be slowing down at home. If you don't have like a metronome app on your phone, I would recommend downloading a metronome app or just Googling the word metronome and it comes up with a metronome. That can help you play a little bit slower rather than playing at the full speed that the MP3 is at, because it's hard for us to make slower MP3s. But anyway, yeah, we can, yeah, well, there's apps like Tempo Slow-Mo and stuff like that that let you slow down the MP3s. So that's another option for if you want to practice at home, but the MP3 is going too fast for you. You can play along with that. Also, when I get my mic replaced, you can practice with us, but at the moment that's not really an option, unfortunately. But anyway, we're gonna just try playing Over the River and Through the Woods, and so we're going nice and slow, and I'm gonna continue counting aloud. You're gonna go the tempo I'm going and not the tempo you're going, okay? So I'm going 1, 2, 3, maybe a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is our, it'll be like 1 and 2 and okay? Is that not helpful?
No, do that again.
Be like 1 and 2 and or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Measure 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 4 and 2 and 5, 2 and 6 and 2. I'm stopping us already. You guys are going faster than I'm going. We're starting at measure 5 and you're playing ba 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 ba, ba, ba. It feels like you're moving through molasses, but that is on purpose so that you get all the notes as correct as possible, okay? So 5, 2, 3, 4, ready, go. 5, 2, 6, and 2, and 7, and 2, and 8, and 2, and 9, and 2, and 10, and 2, and 11, and 2, and 12, 2, 13, and 2, and 14, and 2, 15, and 2, and 16, and 2, and 17, and 2, and 18, and 2, and 19, and 2, and 20, and 2, and 21, and 2, and 2, and 2, and 3. I'm going to stop us again. We're going to restart. We're going to go slow, like we're moving through molasses. Measure 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, and 2, and 2, and 2, and 3, and 2, and 4, and 2, and 5, and 2, and 6, and 2, and 7, and 2, and 8, and 2, and 9, and 2, and 30, 2, and 31, and 2, and 2, and 2, and 3, and 2, and 4, and 2, and 5, and 2, and 6, and 2, and 7, and 2, and 38, and 2, 39, and 2, and 40, and 2, 41, 2, and 42, and 2, and we're stopping. That was great. You guys played very nice. The next section I think is a little bit easier to play. Things make a little bit more sense in my fingers, so I'm not going to have us play it right now so we have time to do the Star Spangled Doo-Wop. Right, but do we have any burning questions about this song right this second? This is another one that I would recommend you finger yourself at home, and if you have any questions, please send them my way and I will help you with them. But it's one that it's a nice one to do a deep dive into what exactly am I doing with my left hand, and then do that every time so that it's not new every time you're playing it, right? So now we're playing Star Spangled Doo-Wop. Ow. So this is a nice one. This one's probably, of the ones we just played, probably the least frustrating. Okay. But as I have mentioned every time we played this, the thing that makes it tough is the swing rhythm, right? We are partway through the song, all of a sudden, instead of going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and we're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and right? It's very jazzy, right? So let's start. We're gonna play the first 5 measures, and we're just gonna, it's in 4, but it's straight, so it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and not quite that fast. 1 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and right, that's our speed here. We're just playing the first 5 measures so we can get this into our hands, right? I would put your pointer finger on 5 because you're about to do a bunch of stuff that's above 5, right? So I'm giving you 3 beats and then you're coming straight in because there's no measure 0 here. Just getting 3, you're playing on beat 4, okay? 1, ready, go. 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3. Rest, rest. 10, 7, 4, 9. Nope. Okay, so let's talk about the rhythm there, right? Measure 3, right? I played 6, so I played my so I'm playing those with my ring and my pinky, the 7 and 9. So my middle finger can play 6. I played 6 with my middle finger in measure 3. Rest, rest, 10, 7. Those are eighth notes. They don't look like it because they're not beamed together, but they are eighth notes because they have flags on them. Right, so the rhythm there is 6, rest, rest, 4, and. Right, that is what's going on there. Measure 4, again, I wish you had written this slightly differently. Measure 4, you're playing on beats 1, 3, and 4. Home of the brave, right? Home, 2, 3, 4, and then you're holding it to measure, or beat 3 of measure 5, right? So I should clap this just to make it more clear. 4, 2, 3, 4, hold, hold, 3, 4. Right? 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3. Do we want to clap that with me? Why don't we clap the entire first 5 measures just to get it into our hands, right? I'm giving you 3 beats and then you're coming in clapping. 1, ready, go. 4, 2, 3, 4. Rest, rest, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, rest, rest, 3, 4. Right? Measure 4 is the hard one, it's seeming like actually. 4, 2, 3. You can imagine that it's just a half note there instead of a dotted quarter note. And it will sound the same. 4, 2, 3, 4, hold, hold, 3. Or no, not 2 there. It's a half. Anyway, right?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, the rest is confusing, but pretend it's not there. Okay, so we're starting in measure 1. I will clap with you all while I'm counting. I'll do my best. But playing measures 1 through 5. Okay? 1, ready, go. 4, 2, 3, 4. Rest, rest. 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold, hold. 3, 4. Very good. Let's do that one more time for safety. We're starting measure 1. 1, ready, go. 4, 2, and 3, 4, 3. Rest, rest. 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. Rest, rest. 3, 4. Very good. That sounded really nice. If there's anything you could do to write that down to remember how that goes, then write those things down or listen to the MP3 and you'll get more of a sense of how this song goes. Right? Right after that, throw everything we just did out the window because we're about to swing, right? It's going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Almost like you have an invisible triplet happening in your head, right? But it's not happening like that. It's happening right? We're swinging. It's jazz, right? Everybody else, they aren't in the room right now. But at the beginning, right, they're going like a ba-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da. And then you join in on that rhythm. Ba-da-da, ba-da. Right? I can't sing that high, but right? So that's what you've got going on there. We'll play it a little bit slower, right? Like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So I'll give you both measures 6 and 7, and then we'll play 8 and 9. Okay? 6 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 7 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 8 and 2 and 3, 4 and 9 and 2 and 3 and 4. Very good. That sounded just like it's supposed to. So play it like that every time. After this, you're playing our nation's very familiar national anthem, right? Stuff that sounds quite a bit easier. If you're struggling with the swing rhythm, maybe just ignore measures 8 and 9 and come in when we are playing our nation's beautiful anthem, right? And it's, oh, say, can you see? Right, we all know this. So, look ahead. I'm going to skip this section because you guys have been playing it well every single time we play it. We're going to move on to measure 34. So starting at measure 34, this is where the regular Star Spangled Banner slows way down, right? And it's like, oh, say does that Star Spangled Banner. Right? It's nice and pretty. We're going to play this very legato. We're going to play it very connected. That's Italian for connected and pretty, right? So you're playing this very flowy, connected, and it's quite a bit slower, and it's straight, right? So instead of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so I'm going to count in for measure 33. You're going to come in and measure 34, or the pickup notes need to measure 34. Okay, so 33, 2, 3, 4, 34, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, and there's a fermat on beat 3, 4, and 7, and 2, and 3, and 4, 8, rest, rest, 3, 5, 9. So this is going to be different than how you think it goes, okay? So, hello everyone, welcome back. So measure 37, right? I'm going to clap your rhythms again. 37, I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, right? I didn't do that right. Sorry, I don't know what the best way to explain this to you is. It's 37 is 1, 2, 3, 4. Ugh, I need to count out loud. I'm sorry. This is complicated, right? Even I'm struggling with it. 37, 37, 2, 3, 4, 37, 2, 3, 4, 8, rest, rest, 4. Right, so 38, you've got 2 rests in the middle, so you can't play all the way through that. Let's start at measure 37 and just see if we can get it. If I'm saying the word rest, you're not playing. Start at measure 37. 1, 2, ready, go. 37, 2, 3, 4, hold, rest, rest, 3, 5, 7, 2, 3, 4, 40. And 39 is going slower than you think it goes to. 1, we're in measure 39, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, right? You've got quarter notes on beats 3 and 4. Home, right? Home, to, play, play, right? Let's start at measure 37 one more time while these guys are coming in and see how it goes. 37, 1, 2, ready, go. 37, 2, 3, 4, 8, rest, rest, and the 9, 2 of the brave. Very good. That's very nice. And then we'll go straight to the swing part. We'll talk about that with the big group. Any questions about how that goes? I know I was going quickly, but I was walking into a stress. Did we figure it out? You're doing really good with this. It's complicated to get back and forth between the straight and the swing rhythms, but once you can do that, it's going to sound beautiful and it's great. And every time we played this, it sounded nice, so I'm not that worried about it. Very good. Okay, so now let's get ourselves situated. Welcome, logies and baritones. How are your sectionals?
Excellent.
Excellent. I like your hat, Jerome. Ah, yes, prize time. Yeah. Did everyone get your raffle ticket? Looks like everyone got their raffle ticket.
Oh, not everybody's here. The Logies.
Yes, press to win.
Logies didn't get your raffle tickets?
They aren't back yet.
Oh, they're not back yet.
I'm a coach.
Not all the Logies.
Anybody not getting?
I'll give it another 2 minutes then. If you need a bathroom, go to the bathroom.
Probably take.
So
And her other half.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
And
Yes.
several baritones did not get, they didn't see into the envelope. Yeah. Well, it was, how are you, Derek?
Any emojis, miss? Oh, you got it. Never mind. I think we're going to do our prize draw now. Red's holding up a beautiful shirt. Here's our prize of the night. It's a great ukulele shirt. Very stylish. People will be walking you up to you in the streets and telling you how good you look.
Triple X?
What?
Is that size triple X?
Oh, maybe. Yeah. Pajama shirt, maybe. Okay. I'm getting ready to draw our number. Let's see. Shaking them up. Yeah. A little drum roll, maybe. And our number today is number 192. Who's number 192? Oh, hello! Amazing. Come collect your beautiful shirt from Red. Yay!
Well, that's trash. Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh, see,
There's some famous moms on this bag. Thomas Edison's mom is on here. And Gandhi's mom. That's exciting. Sorry, do you have any announcements? Okay, we're gonna get started. So everybody, listen up. Welcome back, Logis and Barrington. It's good to see your smiling faces. I have two announcements for you today. One of them is about Gary, just so you're aware of what Gary is up to these days. He, I think you all know that he finally got his house sold, but I think he's gonna be here next week. But after that, he's going to be in Albuquerque for a while. He's officially getting out of here, and he's gonna be gone for at least a couple of months, is the word on the street. So if you need any ukulele items from Gary, now is the time to do it. He's a limited time offer only these days. So if you're needing to get things, go down to him, get strings changed, your ukulele repaired, that sort of thing. Now's the time to do it because he's going to be in Albuquerque for the foreseeable future. So send him an email if you're still interested in that. Speaking of, you should probably be changing your strings if you haven't been doing that for a while. Your strings are sounding dead or you haven't changed them in over a year. Now is the time to do it. So we have a wish list online with some strings on it that are the strings we think you should buy. That was in an email a couple months ago. If you haven't seen that wish list, then shoot us an email and I will send it to you, which strings you should be buying. But you should buy some strings that replace yours so that your ukulele sounds beautiful and bright. Other announcement is that on September 2nd, Labor Day, we will not be here, so don't come here unless you want to be alone playing the ukulele in this church, and it will be dark and scary. So don't be here, because I won't be here.
You'll be in the parking lot.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you'll be in a nice, brightly lit parking lot. So don't come on September 2nd, unless that's your vibe, I guess. Any other announcements from people in the group, things that you would like to share? Yes.
I have some peanut brittle for a couple of people who ordered.
Oh, great. Yes, if you order peanut brittle.
And there's still samples in the bag. Please eat it all.
Get on the peanut brittle. Yes.
So it was talked about crafting and knitting, so Wednesday, if you have questions, Wednesday at 2:00.
Okay, Jane's the person to get in contact with about crafting and knitting. That sounds exciting. I want to do crafting.
That leaves those jobs out.
Yeah, tough. Okay, great. So we're going to start with the first thing on my list, which is Carol of the Bells. We're going to just play it through and see how that went today. Oh, Laura, you're missing your peanut brittle. I'll let her know so we can get you guys together about that. Yes, your question.
Or since we started, if you just go over how you're gonna change your.
Yes, I will. Yes, I should do that. Thank you for the question. So yeah, Carol of the Bells, right? There's two distinct sections. There's Carol of the Bells and there's the Bach thing. So I'm going to be going along. I'm going in 3, right? Nice waltz style. Blah, 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 blah. Carol of the Bells. Blah, 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 blah. Right? You're going to hear from the high G's and the baritones. Ba, 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 ba. And then you're just going to go straight into this, right? You're not going to see a whole lot. You're going to see sort of like number 6 of an invisible 6/8 beat, right? Ba da 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 dum bum 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 bum. Right? While I'm counting aloud, it should flow easily. So just sort of follow what I'm saying. You are gonna see just sort of like a little hitch, right? Boom, ba da dum bum bum bum. Right? That's not how that goes. Right?
So it's-
1, 2, 3.
There's an eighth note run at 45 for baritons and high Gs.
Oh, there is. Oh,
No,
there
I'm
is.
asking.
Oh,
I'm
yes,
asking.
yeah, there is. For 44 and 45, you're going to hear baritone, high G.
Okay, because we
Eighth
can do
note run.
nothing or full quintet, so,
Yeah, so they have, in 45, they have 1 and 2, 3.
okay.
Yeah, so you'll see 1 and 2, 3, hitch, dun, 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 dun,
Thank you.
And your
dun,
eighth notes
dun.
are staying.
And yeah, so ideally, eighth notes will stay the same. Today, almost certainly, I'm just going to stop us after Carol of the Bells and restart us for the Bach thing.
Twice as slow.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna go to up and down.
Yes, but. This is what 6/8 will look like.
Okay, go backwards now.
And 3/4 will look like,
Well, because
Two.
we're gonna go back to 3/4.
yeah. And so again, you'll see sort of like a hitch, doom, boo, boo. So you'll see like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you'll see a little hitch, right? For now, I'm pausing us between the sections. That how to watch a conductor is something we will worry about after Labor Day. Because then you are looking at me anyway. So, starting at the beginning, we're going to pause between Carol of the Bells and Bach, okay? Measure 1. Yeah. Measure 1. Ooh. All right. Measure 1. 1, ready, go. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 9, 2, 3, 10, 2, 3, 11, 2, 3, 12, 2, 3, 13, 2, 3, 14, 2, 3, 15, 2, 3, 16, 2, 3, 17, 2, 3, 18, 2, 3, 19, 2, 3, 20, 2, 3, 21, 2, 3, 22, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 24, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 30, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 42, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 44, 2, 3, 45. I'm pausing us, but you'll see like that kind of thing. Yeah, okay, we're paused now. So, that was good, that was beautiful. We're moving on to measure 46. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, ready, go. 46, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 2, and 2, and I'm gonna pause this. You guys rushed off even in the first 3 measures. You guys are speeding out of the gate. Okay, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 46. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 2, and 8, and 2, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 50, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 52, and 3, 3 and 2 and 4 and 2 and 5 and 2 and 6 and 2 and 7 and 2 and 8. Nice job, everyone. You're doing great. 59 and 2 and 60 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 4 and 2 and 5 and 2 and 6 and 2 and 7 and 2 and 68 and 2 and 69 and 2 and 70 and 2 and 71 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 73 and 2 and 74 and 2 and 75 and 2 and 6 and 2 and 7 and 2 and 8 and 2 and 9 and 2 and 8 and I'm pausing us again. You guys are high G's are Russian, baritones are staying with me. That's all right. If you're struggling with staying in time, listen to them because they're doing a really good job. Why don't we? Yeah, low G's are doing great too. Thank you. They have a lot less complicated stuff going on here.
We're holding the beat.
And you know what? Seeing as it is 8 o'clock, I would like to move on. So we're moving straight on. Sorry about it. Next time, write down that you guys are doing what they're doing. So next time I play this song, you're gonna do what they're doing. And practice it, I know. Anyway, next we're doing Over the River and Through the Woods. And this one I'm probably just going to have us do the first section. So we're going through to measure 42, and we're going to be done. Okay, just to speed us along so I can get you guys home. Measure 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and 2, 2, and 3, and 2, and 4, 2, and 5, and 2, and 6, and 2, and 7, and 2, and 8, and 2, and 9, and 2, and 10, and 2, 11, 2, and 12, and 2, and 13, and 2, and 14, and 2, and 15, and 2, and 16, and 2, and 17, and 2, and 18, and 2, and 19, and 2, 20, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 2, and 2, and 23, and 2, and 24, and 2, and 5, and 2, and 6, and 2, 7, 8, 2, 9, 2, 30, 2, 1, 2, 32, 2, 33, 2, 34, 1, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8, 2, 9, 2, 40, 2, 1, 2, 42. That was really good. That was nice. Thank you guys. That sounds great. A tip for this one. Low G's are kind of your drummer. Low G's and Mike, right? Low G's are doing sort of this like little arpeggiated chord kind of thing almost, where they're like bum 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 bum, right? They're playing on all 6/8 notes of the 6/8 measure, so if you need something to listen to keep that vibe going on in your head, listen to that, or listen to Mike. Yeah, so that was great. Now let's do our Star Spangled Doo-Wop. This one I am going to just keep on trucking through the changes between the straight and the swing rhythms. So try to keep up. I will try to subdivide verbally and try to 1 and 2 and or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, right? But I'm gonna do a crappy job of it as I often do. So try to follow along. You're getting 3 beats from me, and then you're playing beat 4 of measure 1. Okay? Just be like 1, ready, go, and blah blah, right? Okay? Or the is the words. I should have just read it. Anyway. 1, ready, go. Or the and go. 4, 3, rest, rest. 4 and 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 2 and 3, 4, 7, 2 and 3, 8, 2, 3, 4 and 9, 2 and 3. Oh, the 10, 2, 3, 4, 11, 2, 4, 12, 2 and 3 and 4 and 13, 2, 3, 4, 14, 2, 3, 4, 15, 2, 3, 4, 16, 2 and 3, 4, 17, 2 and 3, 4, 18, 2, 3, 4, 2 and 3, 4, 20, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 4, 22, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, 7, 2, 3, 4, 8, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 30. You guys are doing really great. It's real fast for you low G's and baritones, but you're doing great. 32, 2, 3, 4, 33, 2 and 3 and 4 and 34 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 6 and 2 and 3. I took that way too fast, but that's okay. 4 and 7 and 2 and 3, 4 and 8. Rest, rest. 4 and 5 and 2 and 3, 4 and 4, 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3, 3, 2 and 3, 4, 4, 2, 5, 2, 3, 4. It's great. We made it through. I went real speedy there, and that was amazing. You guys played that really, really well. It sounds nice. It already sounds like it's supposed to sound, which I'm happy about. That means we can get into the nitty gritty next time we play this song. So that's great. And good job with those triplets. I know I was taking us at warp speed. You guys were plucking along with the rest of them. So I feel like, can I get a show of hands who did print Into the Garden Wall? I know I had sent the email this morning. This is our new song.
Into the
Yeah, Into the Unknown is what it's called. Into the Unknown from Over the Garden Wall. Raise your hands nice and high so I can see them. I know I sent the email late this morning, so I might actually try it. There's a few of you who don't have it, and most of the people who do have it have a seat next to them that's open. So if you don't have this printed or pulled up, then find someone next to you who did print this. Okay? If you can't find someone, then you have some beautiful music you get to listen to. I just want to read it this week so that we are prepared to potentially work on it during the sectionals next week. Derek, he's standing right now. Look at him. He arranged it. Everybody give a round of applause to Derek. If you don't know, this is the theme song to the TV show Over the Garden Wall, which is a beautiful, very, very beautiful animated TV show that we should watch if you haven't watched it already. It's great. And what? Where is it? Do you know where you can stream it, Derek?
See, it's not sure this.
Yeah, I don't know. We posted a shadily sourced from some Russian website. Okay. Well, it's a great TV show, though. It's worth looking into. So, Into the Unknown. We're going to play it through like it's the second time, okay? There's a repeat at the end that takes us back to measure 6. We're gonna play it like it's the second time. So you're gonna skip measures 45 through 47 and go straight to 48. So that we can get how this song goes in our fingers. Yes, we are. Yeah. So we're playing the first 5 and then going forward like it's the second time through. It's in 3, we start real slow and then speed up, okay? Baritones and low G have notes in measure 1. Everybody else, you start in measure 2, so don't start until measure 2. I'm conducting you a measure 0, then we're coming. 0, 2, go. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5. Now we're speeding up just a bit. 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 9, 2, 3, 10, 2, 3, 11, 2, 3, 12, 2, 3, 13, 2, 3, 14, 2, 3, 15, 2, 3, 16, 2, 3, 17, 2, 3, 18, 2, 3, 19, 2, 3, 20, 2, 3, 21, 2, 3, 22, 2, 3, 23, 2, 3, 24, 2, 3, 25, 2, 3, 26. Now it's a crazy key signature. Don't worry about that. 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 9, 2, 3, 30, 2, 3, 31, 2, 3, 32, 2, 3, 33. Low, high G's, you're resting for a while. Now it's 35. High G's are coming in. 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, low G. 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, baritone. 2, 3, 40, 2, 3, 41, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 43, 2, 3, 44. Get ready to go. Measure 48. Measure 48. 2, 3, 9, 2, 3, 50. That was great. Most of you managed to measure 48 when I told you to do it. That sounded great. For a first read through on such a hard song, that was nice. It's very jazzy, so when things sound a little bit wonky in your part, that's on purpose because jazz players are crazy people, right?
Sure.
Yes, question. So little x is double sharp. That means something to music theory people. That means take it up instead of a half step, take it up a whole step. Yeah. Something that we can chat about in the future. Yeah, if you're a tab reader, ignore it. If you're not a tab reader, then good luck. Maybe learn to read tab. That was great. Thank you for such a great rehearsal. Next week, we're going to do sectionals on the songs we haven't covered in sectionals yet. So get prepared to do those. Otherwise, see you next week. Bye-bye. Thank you, online people. Again, I will have stuff for you, microphone and stuff for you next week. You guys are amazing. Thank you for hanging in there. Hopefully you could at least hear some of that. Oh, wow. Yeah, thank you. And Laura, yeah, I don't know what to do about your peanut brittle. I will let her know that you're not here tonight, so maybe she can bring it next week. Yeah. Have a lovely week, you guys. It's great to have you guys on here.